This is Akashwani Mokokchung. Today we have Zonisen Longkumer, who is also one of the topper in the recently declared Higher Secondary School Living Certificate Examination conducted by Nagaland Board of School Education. Zonisen Longkumer has placed herself in the 10th position, securing a percentage of 92.40%. She was a student of Batkay Higher Secondary School, Chumukitima. Zonisen Longkumer, first of all, congratulations on your success. My first question to you is, what was your first reaction when you saw your name among the top 10 when the result was declared?
Thank you so much for reaching out to me and interviewing me today. Honestly, I aimed just for distinction markings in all the subjects, but seeing my name in the toppers list was not what I was expecting. That's when I realized this is from God, and my faith and love for Him grew even stronger.
That's so inspiring. Okay, moving to the next question. Could you walk us through your study routine? And could you also tell us what strategies worked best for you?
So everyone has their own preferred timing for studies. For me, the afternoon and evening study sessions worked best for me. Even if it was just for an hour, I tried to give my full attention. One of the methods I used was to simplify the given study materials into very short topics and understand it thoroughly, not just simply memorizing it. That way, it helped me remember what I've learned even in the days after.
I hope that's a good tip for those listening to our conversation. Okay, the next question for you. Stress and pressure are something we cannot escape as students preparing for exams. So, how did you cope with all this while preparing for your exam?
Well, I should say, stress only comes when we are underprepared, which I've experienced it many times. But I learned to approach it with a calm mindset, and I broke my study materials into manageable parts and focused on one thing at a time rather than letting the full workload overwhelm me. I also made sure to take short breaks and get enough rest and asked help from my teachers as well.
Thank you so much. This conversation is getting more and more insightful. Okay, moving to the next question. We know you as a good athlete, a good singer, and someone who is also multi-talented. So, could you tell us and to all the listeners, like how you balanced schoolwork, studying, and all these activities?
So, there were many times I struggled with time management. Being actively involved in numerous social activities made it difficult to focus solely on my academic studies. So, to cope with, I made it a point to truly understand what was being taught at school, and even if I just had an hour to study, I committed to concentrating fully and engaging with the study materials. In the end, it was just this consistency that proved to be most effective for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much again. As we all know, behind a student's success lies the role of their teachers and parents. So, what was the role of your parents and your teachers in your success?
I believe it was their continuous prayers and support that helped me stay disciplined and consistent in my work. My family has always supported me in almost everything I do, and that sense of security and love motivated me to give my best and make them proud in return. Especially my older sister Lindy, she often motivated me through phone calls, even if we were far away from each other.
That's something so inspiring to learn about supportive siblings. Okay, thank you so much. So, looking forward, moving ahead, what are your plans and aspirations? Are you planning to pursue higher education, or are you opting for another career option?
Some people might be expecting me to pursue other fields after this achievement, but music has always been my passion. I chose to pursue my higher secondary education at Patkai with a focus on music, and I hope to continue there for further studies as well. I truly believe this is a calling from God, and I want to keep learning, growing, and equipping myself to use music not just as a form of performance, but as a message, a mission, and a ministry.
Well, that's a good message to those who also aspires to become a musician. And also, what you just told inspires listeners to follow their heart and know their calling. Thank you so much. So, is there a particular moment or experience that stands out to you during your preparation?
Thank you for asking that question. Well, I personally struggled with my relationships with friends as well during my preparation. And like many others, I experienced moments of feeling ignored and unloved, and it deeply distracted me. So even while studying for my exams, I felt mentally overwhelmed by it. But in that low moment, I turned to God in prayer. That's when everything started to shift. I realized this journey wasn't about others. It was about doing my best for my own growth and purpose. I felt God's love so clearly, and He reminded me of the support and prayers of my family. That moment became a true turning point for me. I was also reminded of a verse that carried me through. The verse is called Romans 8:18. The pain that you've been feeling can't compare to the joy that's coming. I held onto that promise every time I felt like giving up.
Thank you so much. This conversation is not just another conversation, but it's being an inspirational one too. Thank you so much. My last question to you is, do you want to say anything? Is there any message for your fellow friends or your juniors who are also preparing for their exams and who may also be aspiring to be a successful student or maybe a topper like you?
I sincerely encourage everyone preparing for any kind of exam to seek first the kingdom of God. Remember, it's not by our own strength alone that we are able to learn and achieve great things. We must learn to deny ourselves and put God first in all that we do. Also, discipline and consistency truly makes a difference. Stay committed and give your best in every effort. I believe that when you've done your part, God will take care of the rest. To everyone preparing for exams, I wish you all the best. May God continue to strengthen you throughout your journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zonisen Longkumer, and also congratulations once again. Dear listeners, thank you for tuning to Akashwani Mokokchung. That was an insightful conversation with the top 10 position Miss Zonisen Longkumer in the recently conducted Higher Secondary School Living Certificate examination. This is Akashwani Mokokchung.